Michael Jackson's children, Paris and Prince Jackson, opening up in a rare interview as Paris begins her own music career.
My dad's music, to me, is, and like everybody has their own opinion, but to me, nobody has beaten his music, and I don't think anybody ever will.
At 22, Michael Jackson's son has shared something that left fans stunned. He claims his father is still alive. The king of pop changed music and entertainment forever with his incredible talent and unforgettable performances. But while the world focused on his legacy, his children grew up in the shadow of his fame. Could it be true that Michael never really left us? Come with us to dive into this shocking revelation that will change the music industry forever. Michael's start in a musical family. Michael entered this world on the 29th of August in the year 1958. He was the 8th child born in the large Jackson family, a household that buzzed with musical energy. His mom, Catherine Esther Jackson, followed the Jehovah's Witness faith and had a deep passion for music. She played the clarinet and piano and dreamt of a career in country western music, though it remained just a dream. Alongside nurturing her musical talents, she worked part-time at Sears to contribute to the family's income. Michael's dad, Joseph Walter Jackson, known affectionately as Joe, had a background as a boxer before he took up a job as a crane operator at U.S. Steel. His love for music was evident too. Joe played guitar quite well and even performed in a local rhythm and blues band called the Falcons to bring in some extra money for the family. But behind the music and the family's rise to fame, there was a hidden side of Michael's early life that few know about, a truth that would later change everything. The Jackson household was lively and full of kids. Michael had 3 sisters, Rebby, LaToya, and Janet, and 5 brothers, Tito, Jackie, Randy, Marlon, and Jermaine. The family's music adventure took off in 1964 when Joe decided to form a music group initially called the Jackson Brothers, which was later known as the Jackson 5. Michael and Marlon started off playing backup, with Michael on the congas and Marlon shaking the tambourine. Joe was a strict leader during their practice sessions, insisting on perfection and tolerating no mistakes. Michael later shared that his father was not only strict, but also harsh in his punishments, often resorting to physical and emotional corrections, particularly criticizing Michael's appearance, famously his nose. While such discipline might have been more common at that time, it was still harsh. Although Joe's harsh methods were meant to keep the children disciplined and focused, they left Michael feeling hurt and isolated. The world of show business wasn't always kind to young talents like Michael. As the Jacksons grew popular, Michael shone brightly as a budding songwriter and a mesmerizing dancer. Despite their rising fame, which led them to perform at numerous shows, there was always a question about Michael's schooling. He managed to attend public school until he was 11, but soon the busy schedule of performances and recording sessions meant that he and his brothers had to quit school. Despite leaving school, Michael was a curious soul who loved to learn. He read extensively across various subjects, including literature, history, and politics, eventually collecting over 10,000 books in his personal library, which he generously donated later on. Michael's talent was undeniable, quickly establishing him as the lead singer of the Jackson 5. The group's break came in 1967, when they clinched a win at an amateur night at Apollo Theater in New York. Their success continued to climb, and in 1969, they signed with Motown Records and moved to Los Angeles. The family's life transformed as they produced hit after hit, including Who's Lovin' You, Never Can Say Goodbye, I'll Be There, I Want You Back, and ABC. These songs dominated the music charts in the late 60s and early 70s, catapulting the band, and especially Michael, into stardom. His voice, dancing skills, and charismatic stage presence earned him accolades and recognition, with many considering him a musical prodigy with incredible talents. Michael's vocal skills were remarkable. He managed to perform brilliantly, despite having no formal vocal training. His ability to adapt his voice from a boy soprano to a tenor drew comparisons with other music greats like Stevie Wonder. Michael was particularly talented in expressing emotion through his songs, something he did effortlessly, and he could sing every note of a chord with precision, even teaching professional musicians how to play his songs. However, for all his vocal and dance prowess, Michael admitted to struggling with playing musical instruments. Despite these struggles, he rose to global fame, a testament to his determination and raw talent. This fame, though, came at a cost. His childhood, under the stern and often harsh guidance of his father, was far from happy, filled with rigorous training and little room for error. This upbringing, while it led to professional success, left deep emotional scars. As Michael's fame grew, the price he paid shaped how he raised his own children in unexpected ways. Michael's life as a father. In a heartfelt speech at the 1993 Grammy Awards, Michael opened up about the personal costs of his fame. He talked about how his childhood was replaced by relentless training and performances, which brought him professional and material success, but at a significant personal sacrifice. While other family members looked back at their childhood with fondness, Michael's memories were clouded by the challenging relationship with his father. As Michael became a father himself, many wondered how he would approach parenting. It turned out he was much gentler and more affectionate with his children than his father had been with him. Michael spoke openly about the joys of fatherhood, emphasizing how much he loved being involved in his children's lives. His approach to parenting was nurturing, aiming to give his children the childhood he never had. During his life, he also faced health challenges, such as vitiligo, which led him to meet Debbie Rowe, his future wife and the mother of his first 2 children, during treatments. Though their marriage eventually ended, Michael remained a dedicated and loving father to his 3 children, always striving to shield them from the complexities of his life in the spotlight. Prince's dreams were much more than just being known in the media. He wanted a different career path away from music. Although he was deeply passionate about music due to his family's influence, he yearned for a career in production. Music has been a major influence in my life because of my family, but I've always been drawn to producing and directing, Prince said. His dad, Michael Jackson, didn't steer him or his siblings toward a music career. My dad would always ask what I wanted to pursue, and my answer was consistently in producing and directing, Prince added. By 2023, Prince had already begun to make a mark in his chosen career, even sharing pictures from a meeting about an upcoming film based on Michael Jackson. In terms of public image and career choices, Prince has carved a path quite distinct from his father. Unlike Michael, Prince went to college and earned a degree in business administration from Loyola Marymount University. His sister, Paris, who has faced many ups and downs and chosen a music career, was there to cheer him on at his graduation. Prince's younger brother, Biggie, formerly known as Blanket, who keeps away from the limelight, was also there. Prince later posted a picture with Biggie from the graduation day on Instagram, thanking everyone who supported him through his educational path. Besides his work in producing and directing, Prince also runs a YouTube channel where he shares videos of his motorcycle rides across California. Although initially more active, the channel now occasionally posts movie reviews and has become less frequent in updates. Beyond these personal projects, Prince helped start a charity called Heal Los Angeles in 2020 during the pandemic, which helped provide meals to those in need. Looking back on his initiatives, Prince believes his father would be proud of his achievements. Paris Jackson, previously mentioned, has had a more tumultuous life than her siblings. Following closely in her father's footsteps, she has ventured into music, modeling, and acting. She has been part of various musical groups and has released both an extended play and a solo album. "Music is in my blood. I mean, I'm a Jackson," Paris expressed. She has also modeled for KVD Beauty and acted in Hulu's teen comedy Sex Appeal: An American Horror Story. Despite her professional successes, Paris has struggled personally with severe self-doubt and has survived multiple self-harm attempts. Recently, however, her mental health has shown signs of improvement. Biggie Jackson, like his siblings, enjoys music and creative pursuits, but hasn't chosen a public music career. Preferring privacy, Biggie supports the music industry by attending various music events. His family places a strong emphasis on education, and Biggie is mainly focused on his studies. Although specific details about his personal hobbies are not public, it is probable that he engages in various creative activities, considering his family background. Though Michael's legacy shines bright, the struggles he faced still affect his children today. Michael's struggles in the public eye. Despite their efforts to establish their own identities, the children of Michael Jackson are continually linked to their father's towering legacy. From time to time, controversies related to Michael resurface. In August 1993, he was accused of child sexual abuse by 13-year-old Jordan Chandler and his father, Evan Chandler. Michael consistently denied the allegations. The legal ordeal was highly publicized and impacted his mental well-being significantly. The situation was eventually settled outside of court, with Michael paying $23 million to the Chandlers, but the issue lingered in public memory for years. In December 2003, Michael faced more legal challenges in Santa Barbara, where he was indicted on 7 counts of child molestation and 2 counts of giving alcohol to a minor. He pleaded not guilty, and his trial started in January 2005. After an extended court battle, he was acquitted of all charges in June 2005. Later, the FBI disclosed that their investigations into the 1993 accusations and the 2005 trial found no criminal activity. Despite being cleared of all charges, the scandals had a lasting negative impact on public perceptions of Michael Jackson, and by extension, his children. Prince, Paris, and Biggie have had to navigate life under the shadow of these controversies, while still trying to honor their father's legacy. They strive to balance acknowledging their father's contributions with establishing their own individual legacies. Michael Jackson wasn't just a global music icon and a pioneer of dance. He was also a committed philanthropist. In 1992, he founded the Heal the World Foundation, aimed at improving the lives of children worldwide. This foundation supported children's hospitals, provided disaster relief, and funded educational programs. One of his significant acts of charity was during his Dangerous World Tour in Bucharest, Romania, where he donated millions to local hospitals and orphanages. Michael Jackson was deeply committed to promoting AIDS awareness and research, showing his support through his music. He dedicated his heartfelt song, Gone Too Soon, to his close friend and AIDS activist Ryan White, a tribute that touched many and raised awareness about the disease. Alongside his advocacy for AIDS research, Michael's concern for the environment was evident in another of his songs, Earth Song. This song aimed to spotlight the urgent need to care for our planet, blending powerful lyrics with evocative visuals to push for environmental protection. Throughout his life, Michael Jackson's efforts to help others didn't go unnoticed. He was honored with numerous accolades for his commitment to making the world a better place, including 2 prestigious presidential commendations, one from President George H.W. Bush and another from President Ronald Reagan. His relentless dedication to artistic excellence and humanitarian causes also earned him 39 Guinness World Records, a testament to his broad impact both as an artist and a philanthropist. Tragically, Michael Jackson's life came to a sudden end on June 25, 2009, when he was just 50 years old. He died in Los Angeles, California, from acute propofol intoxication, a powerful sedative administered by his personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray. Michael was found unresponsive in his home, and despite immediate efforts to revive him, he was ultimately pronounced dead at the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. The circumstances of his death were so severe that it was ruled a homicide. Following a lengthy investigation and trial, Dr. Murray was convicted of involuntary manslaughter in 2011. Despite the somber end to his life, Michael Jackson's legacy continues to thrive. His music still resonates with fans around the globe. His humanitarian work inspires ongoing efforts in various fields, and his children, Prince, Paris, and Biggie, carry forward his legacy. Each of them is forging their own path, working hard to honor their father's memory while also pursuing their personal dreams. They navigate the profound influence of their father's past achievements and the complexities of their individual lives with a commitment to reflect his enduring spirit. Today, Prince, Paris, and Biggie Jackson are not only preserving Michael Jackson's memory, but are also building their legacies. They each tackle the daunting task of living up to the monumental legacy left by their father, balancing their personal ambitions with the responsibilities that come with their heritage. As they make their way in the world, they strive to uphold the values their father championed and to extend his legacy of creativity and compassion. In doing so, they continuously honor Michael Jackson's life as an iconic entertainer and a devoted humanitarian, ensuring his influence is celebrated and his efforts to better the world are continued by a new generation. Michael Jackson's influence is huge, but many other stars have also changed the music world in their own way. Pop stars who changed the world of music. Countless American pop stars have truly shaped the world of music, leaving a lasting impact on pop culture and the industry itself. They've molded and defined the changing landscapes of music over the decades, with legends like Elvis Presley and Madonna at the forefront, pushing the genre to new heights. Elvis Presley, dubbed the King of Rock and Roll, revolutionized the music scene in the 1950s. His chart toppers like Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, and Jailhouse Rock blended rock, gospel, and country, transforming the music industry. His magnetic stage presence, charming persona, and distinct voice not only made him a household name in the United States, but also a global music icon. With record sales soaring, Elvis remains one of the all-time best-selling solo artists, a true pioneer in music history. Madonna stepped onto the music scene and changed pop forever during the 1980s and beyond. With smash hits like a Virgin, Material Girl, and Vogue, she transcended the role of a mere pop singer to become a cultural icon. Madonna's ability to continually reinvent her image by fusing music with fashion and provocative themes kept her in the spotlight for decades. Her extensive career, spanning over 40 years, includes multiple Grammy Awards and over 300 million records sold, earning her the moniker Queen of Pop. Madonna's innovative performances and videos have firmly entrenched her as a leading figure in the music world. Whitney Houston set a new standard for vocal excellence in pop music. Her voice, capable of reaching breathtaking heights with ease, showcased in hits like I Will Always Love You, one of the best-selling singles ever. Albums such as the Bodyguard soundtrack and Whitney catapulted her to international fame. With over 200 million records sold, Whitney is among the most honored female vocalists in history. Her emotive singing style and powerful voice have left a lasting legacy, influencing countless artists. Stevie Wonder, starting as a young talent with Motown Records, grew to be a musical innovator. His albums, such as Songs in the Key of Life and Inner Visions, tackled themes of love and societal issues while blending funk, jazz, and soul. His innovative style influenced the sound of pop in the 1970s and beyond. Stevie's enduring impact on music continues today, making him one of the most revered figures in the industry. Beyoncé, a massive force in contemporary pop, redefined what it means to be an artist. Beginning with Destiny's Child, she launched a spectacular solo career with hits like Crazy in Love, Single Ladies, and Halo. Beyond her music, Beyoncé became a symbol of empowerment and activism. Her unforgettable live performances and chart-topping albums and tours have solidified her as one of the top-selling artists globally. Taylor Swift's remarkable path from country singer to pop superstar is evidenced by albums like 1989 and Reputation. Her tracks Shake It Off and Blank Space became international sensations. Taylor's deeply personal lyrics resonate with a vast fan base, and her knack for reinventing her sound while retaining loyal followers has made her one of the most successful pop stars in recent history, with numerous Grammy wins and record-breaking releases. Mariah Carey, known for her exceptional vocal range, burst onto the scene in the early 1990s with Vision of Love. Her continued success through the 90s and 2000s with hits like We Belong Together and Hero made her a staple on the charts. Holding the record for the most #1 singles by a solo artist on the US Billboard Hot 100 with 19 top hits, Mariah's influential vocal style has inspired a legion of singers. Britney Spears emerged as a pop powerhouse with her debut album, Baby One More Time, in the late 90s. With catchy tunes like Oops, I Did It Again, and Toxic, she shaped a new era of pop music. Despite personal challenges, Britney's influence on music, fashion, and pop culture remains profound, marking her as a pivotal figure in her generation. Lady Gaga, known for her theatricality and bold style, made a striking entrance with her album The Fame in 2008, featuring hits Just Dance and Poker Face. Gaga's flair for blending diverse genres and her dynamic vocal abilities have kept her at the pinnacle of the music scene. She has since branched into acting while continuing her music career, constantly evolving as an artist. Could Michael Jackson really be alive? Or is this just another wild claim surrounding the King of Pop? Tell us your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.